Jolly good time, jolly good time.
Yes.
We're all having a jolly good time. You know, he's a wonderful person and all.
Yes.
He's fantastic. And
they snuffed it.
like they say at funerals, wanted and loved family member, and good with children and everything. And then it's changed to the minor key, and it'd be, but you're not. You know, and you're alone and sad and miserable. And I was going to alternate a verse of how wonderful life is with a verse of, actually, it's crap.
Well, why don't you?
Because I don't know how to do things like that. So
should we compose?
So no. So I mean, you put on Facebook there that you're a poser. Yes, I'm a composer, and I felt like saying, "Well, I'm a decomposer." No, we can't really go there, can you? So when you did that, how did you do the layers? Because I know you said you voiced several times on that, which is Paul McCartney.
There's 7 layers on it.
So is that 7 tracks on a track recorder?
No, I don't do it that way.
You don't do 7
separate
just
tracks.
Re-record it.
It was piano first.
Yes.
Then I put the guitar on top of the piano.
Right.
Then I sang 2 vocals.
So do you just add them a track at a time?
It's not. I should do so that each track is on a separate track.
If you screwed it up, you could just wipe a track.
No, that's the way. One way of doing it. The other way, which I do it, and if you do vocals, you have to do it. Is that you just put one layer on top of the other. So when I recorded the piano part, I copied the piano part.
Yes.
And I took it off the computer, off the keyboard onto my computer. So I've always got the piano part.
Yes.
Then I put the vocals on the top of that. So then I take that off. So that's my second layer.
So is that second layer piano and vocals?
Piano vocals.
Right.
And then on top of that, I add the guitar.
So that then is piano, vocals and guitar.
And on top of that was the choir. And on top of that was the sax.
But you are just sort of adding.
And on top of that was the final vocal.
It's not done the way that because I would have to have it like the Beatles do, where they can actually play each track separately.
Yes.
And pull it. Because I would earn it.
Yes.
I would, I'd put something on and think, damn, 7 layers, and I put the last one on, and it's, well, you can drop the last layer, can't you?
Well, the beauty of that system is I have to do basically a perfect live take from beginning to end. I can't jump in at any point and sort something out. It has to be
that's it.
Right through. So that sax part, which I love the most, I was going to actually physically work out a part and then record it. And I just thought, oh, bugger this. I'm just going to give it a go. Yeah. And I was just wrapping it around the melody, and I really love it. So now I can write it out, and if it's ever done live, I can just say to the sax player, right, there it is.
Yeah.
Play that, note for note.
But I would find it impossible to handle. I'd have to handle each track separately, and then when I've screwed one track up, scrap it and put something different in.
Yeah, so...
And there are fairly cheap track recorders about, aren't there? Or I've seen them I looked at track recorders, and there's some with something like 5 or 6 tracks. But I don't know how it records it.
Well, my old Tyros, my old model that I've just given away, there's one in Williams for Windows going for 900 quid. You can pick a 2 up for 800.
What, brand new?
The very keyboard. No, it's about 10 years old, but second hand.
Right,
the exact one that I did hundreds of recordings on until very recently.
And what do you say? And that's got tracks on it, has it?
Well, it does both. It does everything that I've done. It's got the one that I use, but it's also got your separate tracks. Now, if you want to get into composing and you've got 800 quid, a Tyros 2 is absolutely fantastic. The sounds are wonderful. I mean, you'll be well away composing and recordings.
I first played with the Tyros 10 years ago in Windows at Newcastle.
Wow.
And the sound was awesome.
I know.
But they don't have them down here to play with.
Why don't we? They do. They've got one in. Go in tomorrow. They've got one in, a second hand for sale.
Right.
I could show you how to do it. It's great. And we should get into composing. I think you could write songs.
I would love that. In fact, I'd love to have a different keyboard. You know, so you could have the sax up here and the keyboard.
Oh,
you
should.
I can't do it separate. I mean, I can't do it. I don't have the brain power to do it. And I thought if I had money, that's what I'd do. I've seen people on, people like Rick Wakeman and what have you.
Oh, yeah.
But the Roland site itself, it shows a bloke playing a piano, and it's a double keyboard. Just a double keyboard.
Absolutely.
It's built like a double keyboard. And I thought that would be awesome, because the trouble with this is if I put strings on, I can put strings and piano on, but it's no use.
No.
You want the strings separate, like you did with your sax.
Absolutely.
And I can split the keyboard, but then that gets an arse because you always want to run over the split point.
Yes, absolutely.
Always. So the split point's no. So 2 keyboards will be the answer.
And you can adjust the balance.
And you could adjust the
See, on
balance. I mean, you can on this, but it's such an arse.
On the Tyros, you see, you can put 3 sounds on the right hand. 3 separate sounds, and you can adjust the volumes so that you've got the right volume for each one. You could get a Tyros 2. Get rid of this. Get rid of that.
What?
And put your Tyros 2 there. Right there.
Oh, this bookcase.
Right there. You can go right there.
But it should be there, shouldn't it? Yeah, like that's the way I want it. I want the.
If you put it there, you could just twiddle yourself round, and you're on. You can go from there to there without even moving.
Yeah, but I mean, I couldn't have the bass.
Can I have the what?
I couldn't have the bass to play.
So you'd use the right hand. And
that was what I was thinking. I could do things like the oboe concertos.